Okay, 8th hour, this is super exciting. I'm not really here, but I'm here teaching still. So, hi. You need a blank sheet of paper, or you need whatever you're going to do your homework on today. We're going to finish up 2 examples from yesterday, but my second hour ones. So, Sarah, you came from 8th hour, right? You want to say hi to anybody?
Yeah, the boys in the back.
The boys in the back, the boys in the hood. Like Cody and Dylan Skywalker and Vandy and Larissa. Larissa sits right in front now. Yeah, good girl. Yeah, exactly. Anybody else want to say hi to somebody in 8th hour? Anna Anderson. Oh, Kaylee Drescher would like to give a shout out to Anna Anderson, who also sits in front. Well, I've caught sleeping in my class from time to time. No. Tara? Tara's naughty. We're not going to mention Tara anymore. Tara, pay attention for once. All right. Okay, here we go. You ready? So, write this down. We're just going to do 2 examples. Example 1, find the value of the 6 trigonometric functions given t equals pi over 2. That's like 90 degrees, dude. Yep, exactly. Good. Good for you. By the way, we should give a shout out to Mrs. Templeman. She's the one teaching, or she's subbing for me today. Do you know she's nominated for Teacher of the Year? Yeah, totally deserving, don't you think? Yeah, I think she should be like Teacher of the Universe in our world. All right. Congratulations, Miss Templeman. Don't want to embarrass you, but that was actually that was my goal. Okay, so here we go. T equals pi over 2. I'm going to draw my picture. Got my graph. Draw my circle. And our very intelligent one over in the corner here, Larry, said that pi over 2 is what? 90 degrees. Okay? So, if you want to identify the 6 trigonometric functions for that ratio, you would have sine of t, cosine of t, tangent of t, cosecant of t, secant of t, and cotangent of t. Right? So we've got all of those. So that's our goal. Well, in order to write those, what values do I need? X, Y, and R. Well, this is a little bit different because it doesn't exactly make a triangle, does it? I mean, if you were to go to that terminal point, which is right up here, and then draw a line down to the x-axis, you would just come up with a straight line. So let's think about that for a second. What's the radius? The radius is 1. Now, what is the coordinate right there? 0, 1. So what is the x value? 0. What is the y value? 1. So we figured out the 3 values that we need. They're a little bit odd, but these are really important spots to remember. And so for your assignment, you're going to do 0, pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2, and 2 pi. All right, so you're going to look at those. So sine of t is y over r. So what's that going to be? 1. Sine is exactly 1 at pi over 2. Nowhere else is sine equal to 1. That's the only spot. And that's actually the largest value that sine can achieve, 1. Cosine is x over r, which is 0. Cosine happens to be 0 at 90 degrees, or pi over 2. These are very, very good values to memorize. Question? No. No. No, we'll see that in a second. Tangent is going to be y over x, right? Or 1 divided by 0. What happens when you have 1 divided by 0? Undefined. So our answers were 1, 0, and undefined. Cosecant is going to be the reciprocal of 1, or r over y. What's the reciprocal of 1? 1. Secant is the reciprocal of cosine. What's the reciprocal of 0? Undefined. So again, for those watching the video, if you didn't catch that, secant again is r over x, and because r is equal to 1 and x is equal to 0, it's undefined. So just want to make sure that's clear. And then cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent. What's the reciprocal of undefined? 0. Yeah, because it brings the 0 that was in the denominator to the numerator. So again, you can see you would have x over y, which is 0 over 1, which is 0. So can you do those type of problems? Okay, awesome. Then let's try one more. Example 2. Given secant of theta is equal to 3. And theta is in the fourth quadrant. Find the other 5 trig ratios. They can't hear that. No. They can't hear you talk right now, Larry. But they can imagine what it would be like if they could. It would be amazing. Yes. Yeah. To hear Larry talk. All right. So I wrote theta. Might as well be t. We haven't actually. Sorry. So sine of t, cosine of t. Doesn't matter. Theta or t. Use whatever you want right now. Tangent of t. Then we have, what else? Cosecant, secant, and cotangent. Okay. Which one of these do you know? Secant. Secant's 3. So what's cosine? 1 over 3. Why? Because they are reciprocals of each other. They are positivo, right? Positive. So if I'm working in the fourth quadrant, you tell me, is sine going to be positive or negative? Why is it going to be negative? Because I'm below the x-axis, so the y value is negative. Very good. If I'm in the fourth quadrant, is tangent positive or negative? Negative, because y is negative and x is positive in the fourth quadrant. That's going to make this negative. Very good. How do I find my other values? Okay, I'm going to show you something right now that's going to blow your mind. Yes. Yes, but just watch something first. Just watch me write this down. You guys all agree this, right? X squared plus y squared is equal, I'm sorry, x squared plus y squared, yes, equals 1 because we're working the unit circle. So which value does x represent? Sine or cosine? What does y represent? We always know that's true. How is that different from what we just wrote? Not a lot. But a lot of people look at that and they're like, oh, why is sine squared plus cosine squared equal to 1? Well, hopefully now it kind of sinks in. Cosine is your x value. Sine is your y value. And when you square them, they're going to be equal to 1. It's always true. This is the fundamental uh, trigonometric identity that we use. Now, it doesn't matter whether you think about sine squared or cosine squared or x squared and y squared. It doesn't matter right now. Okay, it does not matter. Okay, go to work. Okay, so what's x? 1/3. So 1 over 3 quantity squared plus y squared equals 1. 1/9 plus y squared equals 9 over 9. Y squared equals 8 over 9. Square root. Y equals, I have the positive or the negative. 2 square roots of 2 over 3. Stewie, you said that it's going to be the negative 1y. Explain yourself. It's in the fourth quadrant. All right, so sine is going to be then, because our r value is 1, y divided by r is just the negative 2 square roots of 2 over 3. How do I come up with tangent? Tangent is y divided by x. Okay, so this is going to take just a little work. Y divided by x. So I've got negative 2 square root of 2 over 3 divided by 1 over 3. So times by 3 over 1. Hey, that's not too bad. Negative 2 roots of 2. Questions, guys? All right. Cosecant, how do we get that? We got to flip sign, right? Okay, let's flip sign. So we would have negative 3 over 2 square roots of 2. What do we got to do? Multiply top and bottom by a square root of 2. Negative 3 roots of 2 over 4. Very good. Cotangent. Be 1 over 2 roots of 2. What? Negative. Gonna multiply top and bottom by square root of 2. We get negative square root of 2 over 4. Any questions? Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay. All right, here's your assignment. You could just add it on to what you were working on yesterday. 23 through 26 all. 61 through 67 odd. 23 through 26 are exactly what we did right away, where you have the undefined values. You have 1, you have -1 or 0, stuff like that. And then 61 through 67 odd, there will be 4 problems. They're like what we just did at the end there. Okay. Good luck.